I got a message on LinkedIn this morning that I want to address because I think it's super important for people at any age to really soak in this message that I'm going to share. It's not something that we often think about in our day-to-day, and here's what it is. So she messages me. She says, "It's my dream to give a TED Talk once in my lifetime. Not sure how to start with public speaking. Do you know any group that meets up, gets opportunities to speak?" One of the first questions I responded back with was, why specifically do you want to give a TED Talk? There are plenty of people who want to give a TED Talk. They think it's this kind of dream. But I like to understand what the motivations are behind them. Is your dream to be totally free from your corporate job? Is your dream to start up an entrepreneurial venture? Or is your dream just to give a TED Talk? Like, what is the result of the TED Talk? A lot of people start with my dream is to give this without thinking through the steps behind it or what the result of that particular dream will bring them. So she wants to get started in public speaking, but here's the thing that people aren't often thinking about. They can create their own reality. Instead of asking for permission, instead of saying, how do I get on that stage? How do I be approved to get on that stage? What events can I go to? How do you go to events? It's, how do I create my own events? How do I create my own reality? How do I create my own webinar that just so happens to be interviewing a number of Tedx speakers where I can get connections? People aren't thinking that way. They're asking for permission. And it's this educational system that we have, what is so detrimental to our mental state, to our mindsets in general, that's making us think that we have to go through permission for everything. It's just nonsense. It makes me want to scream, seriously. We have to stop with this idea in our society that we must gain permission for something. It's ingrained in corporate America. I need to ask my boss for a promotion. I need to wait until somebody else thinks I'm ready. No. I've said this in so many of my videos. I've sprinkled this content into so many of my videos. And when somebody reaches out to me like this, and they go on to say, I'm working on becoming someone so worthy enough to share my experience in front of the world. You don't have to wait. You are worthy now to share your experiences right now. People want to see the rawness and the origin story. People want to see the time that you were younger and you were confused in your life, but then you ultimately figured it out. That is what it's all about. You are on a journey. You're trying to figure it out just like everybody else in this world. Don't wait for anyone's permission to be who you want to be. Start now. If you want to be a public speaker in general and go to a bunch of events, start thinking about how you can create your own events. If only 10 people show up, great. You've done your first public speaking event. Put it on your LinkedIn profile. Put it on your resume if that's what you ultimately want to drive towards. Then host another event. That event will have 20 or 30 people because those people who were there will tell their friends to come. And just be your authentic self. And this is another reason why I so strongly advocate for people to create their own personal brands, for people to start creating and writing about things that they love and things that they are passionate about, things that they're driving towards, because it sets you free from this whole idea that you must go from level to level, that you must wait for your manager, that you must wait for permission to get promoted here or there. Stop waiting. Just do you. A lot of my content is all about trying to inspire you to think differently, trying to get you to find where the leverage is in your life. And the leverage, I can tell you with absolute certainty, is never going to be found in a corporate structure of going from level to level or waiting for permission in that world. It doesn't happen. You need to empower yourself outside of that construct to think differently and to do things differently so that you can accelerate the personal brand, the person, the identity that you are driving towards, the things that you are driving towards. Okay, that's all I got for you today in this video. I'm a little fired up on this topic because I hate when people say that they don't think that they're worthy yet to share who they are. You're already worthy. People already want to hear your origin story. People already want to hear what's in your mind. It is your unique story. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Got a lot more content coming for you. That's my favorite saying at the end.